Hi guys! There's currently a Big in Japan sale going on the North America PSN right now, which includes a lot of PS Vita games. There's also a Big in Japan sale for the Europe store, but there are less games on sale. I thought I'd run through my recommendations for the games on sale. I'll focus mainly on the North America store, but where there's some overlap, I'll touch on the European store as well. So let's take a look at all the games on offer. First up on this page is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This game is just excellent. It's one of my favorite games of all time. If you like Metroidvanias, then this is the game for you. This is literally the game that put the Vania in Metroidvania. And it is superb. I did a retro recommendation video about it a while ago, so if you want to see more about it and see why I love it so much, then go check that video out. But for me, this is a great price and a game well worth owning. All the PS1 and PSP Final Fantasy games are also on sale, and they're on sale in Europe as well. It's not showing on this page, but my recommendations for Final Fantasy would be 4, 6 and 9 if you haven't played them before. People love 7 and 8 as well, but for me I just prefer the characters, story and music for those games. Moving down the page, so I haven't played the Mega Man Legends games. I've actually bought them and downloaded them on my Vita, but they're games I still need to get to. I completely missed them when they came out on the PS1. My next recommendation is Criminal Girls 2. I reviewed this game for my channel a while ago, so you can check that out, but it's a really good RPG. It's got some risque elements which I wasn't a fan of, but that didn't detract from the gameplay and story, which were great. Muramasa Rebirth, the complete collection. I don't know many Vita owners who haven't played this game. It's a great 2D action game and definitely worth owning. The graphics are beautiful, and the complete version has got 4 extra pieces of DLC, which all add a lot of hours of gameplay onto the already great game. Going over to the next page, Resident Evil Revelations 2. Now, this game doesn't run that well on the Vita. The graphics don't look great, especially when I played this on my Switch, I realized how much worse the graphics were on the Vita. But it's still a fun game and still playable. So if you've got an itch for a zombie shooter, then this is a good game to pick up. So the two Dissidia games are on sale. So it's Dissidia 012 Duodecim and Dissidia Final Fantasy. Now, I recommend getting Duodecim. It's got more characters, more story, and it's also got the original game's story and characters. It's only $5 on the US store, which is a bargain. I put around 40 hours of gameplay in this game and I loved it. It's also on sale in Europe, and I really recommend getting this game if you like Final Fantasy and you enjoy fighters. For some reason, Dissidia Pro Logos, which is only like a short minigame, almost a demo, is more expensive than the actual Duodecim game. So don't bother picking that up, it's not worth it. Also on this page, Dragon Quest Builders. I love Dragon Quest Builders. It's like Minecraft, but I just found it more fun and easier to play. It looks and runs amazing on the Vita as well. If you haven't tried it, this is a really fun game to play. Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown is an awesome old school 2D brawler. Kind of like Golden Axe, but with much more depth. I really enjoyed this game, and the online servers still have people playing, so you can play online, which is also really fun. So we have a few more Final Fantasies here, which are also on sale in Europe. Final Fantasy 3, 4, and Tactics. These 3 are all good games. I already recommended 4, but actually 3 is a fun game as well. It doesn't have as much story or depth as some of the other games, but I had a good time with it. So Jet Set Radio is on sale as well. I loved this game when it was on my Dreamcast. I played it on Vita and it's still a good game, but the controls are really fiddly. At this price, I'd say it's still worth grabbing, but it doesn't play as well today as I thought it did all those years ago. Mary Skeleton Nightmares is also on sale. This is a really fun first-person RPG dungeon crawler. The story is really great here as well. Next, Odin Sphere Leaf Thrizer. So this is the 3rd game from Vanillaware that came on the Vita. They also made Muramasa and Dragon's Crown. This to me is the weakest of the 3, but it's still a really good game. Persona 4 Golden, I don't think I need to say much more about it. If you haven't played it, it's an excellent RPG. And if you're a fan of Persona 4 Golden, then I found Persona 4 Dancing All Night to be brilliant as well. The story was kinda silly, but it was fun having another game with these same characters, and the music is just excellent. Rainbow Moon is on sale, but actually its sequel, Rainbow Skies, is also on sale. That's the better game of the 2. I think both games are great, but they're very long. So if you had to pick one, I'd go with Rainbow Skies. Secret of Mana is the recent remake of the game that came out last year. It's okay. I actually preferred playing the original version over this one, but it's not a bad game, it's just kinda clunky. Shiren the Wanderer. I've talked about this game so many times and I can't recommend it enough. It's a really tough roguelike, with so many systems to learn and different mechanics. But once you figure it all out, it's a really good game. So I don't recommend Tokyo Tattoo Girls. I reviewed it for my channel and it's pretty bad. It's a really shallow game, so I'd avoid this one. Under Night In-Birth EXE Latest is a really good 2D fighter. It's a fun game with a lot of content. World of Final Fantasy. So if you're a fan of Final Fantasy games and you've played a lot of them, then I really recommend World of Final Fantasy. It's a completely new story, but it features some of the characters from the old Final Fantasy games. The PS4 and Switch versions definitely run better than the Vita version, but it's still very playable and it's a really good game. So I'm not sure why this is on the list, but Crypt of the Necrodancer is on sale as well. This game is so addictive and so brilliant. It's got really simple controls, and you have to explore dungeons, killing beasts and looking for treasure. It's not an easy game, but it's so fun, so addictive, and the music is great. I already mentioned that Rainbow Skies is worth picking up. It's a massive game. Literally, when I was playing it, the story didn't really kick in till around 15-20 hours in. The longest 5 minutes? I really enjoyed this game. It's still kind of pricey, I feel. You may have already picked up the physical version of this. It's a great old school RPG, but rather than being 40 hours long, it takes that RPG down to about 12 hours, which I really appreciated. It's got a good story and I love the pixel graphics. Then the last recommendation is Ys Origin. Ys Origin was the first Ys game I played, and I loved it, and it's a really good game. The controls and gameplay are perfect. I had a really good time with this game. So guys, that was a run through of the games I recommend. Are you planning to pick up any of these games on sale? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.